Hello beautiful creatures, welcome to my channel. I am Aradia the Witch of Dark Light and I hope you all are doing well. Thank you to all of my subscribers here that are taking this journey with me here on YouTube, and welcome to all of you beautiful new subscribers, and welcome to you if you are just dropping in and this is your first time here on this channel, on this platform. Welcome. If this is the type of magic, if this is the type of videos that you like, please do consider subscribing. So this video is going to be about the Maiden, Mother, and Crone energy and what that means, how you can tap into it, the different phases, and what they represent. So let's get started. So firstly, this concept is an ancient concept and kind of honored more in ancient civilizations and older cultures. We don't see too much of this being represented in our modern day now, where we honor the different transitions to the next phase of our lives. So I think it's important for us to be aware that we go through phases and we go through these transitions, and to honor them helps us kind of connect with it and understand it. And we can even, phases of our lives doesn't mean that we can't revisit the phase we just came out of. And it just simply means that we now have an understanding because we have experienced it, and we now have an understanding of what that energy is. Now, the ages kind of vary, but you want to look at this when it kind of aligns with like the lunar cycles. The lunar cycles are roughly around 29 days. Even when you talk about, I just spoke about the zodiac sign, the zodiac houses being broken down into three sections, which is the decans that describe each section of that zodiac's energy. All of these concepts are different types of phases in our lives. So let's tap into what the maiden's energy is all about. The maiden is roughly the ages of 15, 16 into around mid-20s. What generally happens is, you can think about like a toddler. A toddler at that age they want to touch things, right? They want to experience things. This is the same concept of that maiden energy. You're curious. You are ready to dive into the unknown because you feel courageous. You feel your strength. Things are awakening. You are learning. You ignite your passion is ignited easily for things. This is that energy of the maiden. So tapping into that energy, even when you're not in that phase, is easily done, like with most things. When you set your intentions and you actively are aware of what it is, you're conscious of what it is that you're doing. So you can set your intentions to tap into the maiden's energy by doing things that are playful, that are fun, tapping into learning new things that can ignite your passion. The maiden's energy is full of passion for life, passion for things, passion for art, culture, learning. So tapping into those things can help ignite the energy of the maiden. And you can't stay in that phase, right? Because we are, after all, we have to learn. There's phases to life, and phases are implemented for a reason. There's a cycle, a natural cycle to life. We have from birth to death and even beyond. So that is the maiden's energy. So now we get into the phase of the mother, and what mother means, it doesn't necessarily have to mean that you have physically given birth. This is that phase where you understand how to nurture. You become empathetic to things outside of yourself. You become empathetic to, nurturing yourself, and self-love and self-care and understanding. You're on this path of a deeper understanding of the things you have learned during your maiden phase, and nurturing is a big part of it. And a lot of times we struggle during this mother phase. We struggle with the balance of nurturing others and nurturing ourselves. So we go through this process of understanding how to have this balance, and we have to implement those things. When you work with the mother energy, you're working with helping others, but also having that balance of nurturing yourself, because you can't help others if you don't help yourself first. So this is the mother's age is typically around starting from the mid-20s well into is around like 49, 48. Now these ages depend on the person, depends on your culture, depends on different things, but these are roughly the ages that you can typically see these energies played out. So the mother, tapping into the mother's energy, you want to tap into self-care, self-love, and learn how to nurture others while you're doing this. So this is the mother's energy. So now we are at the crone phase. This crone phase is known as like the sage, right? Because you have gone through all of these phases. You have gone through experimenting, learning, touching, tasting, growing, going through the growing pains, nurturing, understanding others and understanding what you need. Then you get to this crone phase where you have sat with it all, you've been through it, and you kind of have come to a place where you have this wisdom to share, this wisdom to give back, to help those that are just entering into the beginning of these phases, which is why in ancient cultures and even to today, you find in shamanistic practices, you find the elders, you find the medicine woman being the grandmother, where she can pass down all of her wisdom because she's been through it and she's experienced it. This is that crone energy, that ancient wisdom. So tapping into the crone energy is tapping into your deeper knowledge, tapping into your higher self, because your higher self carries with it that knowledge from the ancients, the knowledge from your ancestors. This is tapping into that crone energy. Not that you have all the answers. It is, in fact, you do not have any of the answers. It's just you have the wisdom and knowledge on how to flow with nature, flow with life, flow with these different phases. You have gained the wisdom and knowledge along your path to help you understand what life is about, what your path is about. No, you have not arrived, or no, you have not achieved all of the answers, because you are still growing, right? I know women, you can look at women that are in their 70s that have a more fit body and are more active than some women that are in their maiden phases. So this doesn't mean that your life is over when you hit the crone. As a matter of fact, to the contrary, I'm finding that things begin to awaken on a different level, because your eyes, each level you go through, your eyes open up more. You're attaining this knowledge, this wisdom as you evolve. Like your evolution has reached a certain point where you see more, you are aware of more, because your eyes are open further. So when you reach the crone phase, sometimes it's like when you see people, they go through retirement, they get this energy, almost like that maiden energy, because they're going out into the world to discover things that they were not able to do because they were going through the other phases of life. But now they're in their crone phase and they're ready to explore with seeing through new lenses, seeing through the crone lens, and having that experience with you to take with you as you go explore on a new level. So these are the energies, and they align with the phases of the moon as well. So naturally, the maiden is this new moon energy, because this is the new moon. The new moon is when you are beginning life. You are beginning to approach awakenings. You are learning new things. And then when you get to the mother's phase, this is that phase of the moon where it's just waxing to its full moon stage. This is that build up to that mother's energy, that full moon. And when you reach the crone phase, this is that phase where it's waning. But the general concept is you're slowing down. Your metabolism is slowing down. Your menstrual is leaving you. Your life, your metabolism is slows down because this is the time in your life where you shouldn't be as active. You should be relaxing. You should be taking that pause, because this is the time you need to celebrate all you have been through, and you are okay with it. Well, that's the general idea. You get to this point and you're like, I'm okay with who I am and confident with the things that I've done. That's the general idea. But yeah, so it is considered the waning part of the moon because this is what's happening. Things are slowing down within your physical body. So you might have to work a little harder to do the things, to keep up with wanting to do the things that you have waited to do when you retire. But this is the general concept of the association with the crone and the waning. So all of these aspects and phases of our lives, we should honor. When we come to those ages, we should be aware that we are coming out of this phase and going into the next, and honor that. Because this is a celebration when we make it through these phases. You should celebrate life and honor life and all the things that you are learning. And so this is what the ancients did. And the ancients, we are only reverting back to a lot of the things that they did in the ancient cultures, because we're finding, wait a minute, they did have the answer. This works. So I wanted to share with you ways that you can tap into the energy of the mother, maiden, and crone. So I want to share a little magic with you, an incantation for each of the phases, the maiden, mother, and crone. Maiden's light so pure and bright, energize my spirit, guide me with your light. In every new beginning may I take flight. With maiden strength, I embrace what's right. Mother's glow nurturing and wise, enfold me in your loving ties. Through cycles of life, my heart complies. With mother's embrace, love never dies. Crone's insight, ancient and serene, reveal the mysteries once unseen. Through life's journey, I remain keen. With Crone's wisdom, I am free. So I hope you enjoyed that. Until the next video, I love you all, and into the shadows.